Why stop flexing, man?
Cause this looks great.
Ooh, okay. Yami? Sword gameplay? PvP? Ooh. Oh, that's interesting.
Like that's ever gonna happen. What a
Man, do you remember, bro? It was 2021. What a time to be alive in the Roblox community. It really felt like we were on the verge of something huge back in the day. Like, we were done, like, we thought we were going to be done with the click simulators. We were ready for the next generation of Roblox games. But there was genuine belief that Roblox was about to grow up. We had games like Deep Woken on the horizon, Grand Peace Online was making waves, and standing right there with them all, the third pillar of this golden age was anime legends. People weren't just like hyped about anime legends. Like they were convinced, like literally, like they were convinced how people are convinced now that Real Seeds is gonna bring in the golden age of anime Roblox community games. This was supposed to be the Genshin Impact of Roblox, and an open world real-time combat game with actual soul. You had massive creators literally prophesying that this game would change the platform forever. The trailers looked way too good, to be honest. The movement was fluid. The lighting was AAA quality. It didn't look like Roblox. It looked like a dream. And that's pretty much what it ended up being. To really paint the picture of like what happened and how did we get here, we really have to understand pretty much who Black Zone is and why the betrayal hurt so bad. You have to understand who was pretty much selling us the dream. This wasn't some brand new Roblox group, right, or studio from out of their friggin' mom's basement. This was Black Zone. In 2019, they released anime fighting simulator. Love it or hate it, this game was a juggernaut. It hit over 1 billion visits. It literally was a money printer. It minted money. It practically defined the simulator genre on Roblox. No, around this time, they had the capital, they had the team. When I say around this time, I mean like when in 2020, this was when Anime Legend was starting to like come into fruition, right? So like, okay, yeah, so they had the capital, they had the team, they had the track record with Anime Fighting Simulator. As I said, that game held events like literally, like just go watch videos on Amazon. You'll see all the content that was in the game, right? So when they dropped the first teaser for Anime Legends in late 2020, saying it was coming soon, we had okay, how do I put this? Going from Anime Fighting Simulator to Anime Legends was such a massive, like, jarring change. Because we're talking about Fighting Simulator didn't even have custom characters, just use the Roblox character, right? The weapons and M1s and all that shit was basic. It was just an M1 span simulator, right? And the fact that they jumped from Anime Simulator to Anime Legends, people had doubts, but they knew that Black Zone had the capital to hire competent devs and other like VFX artists, sound artists, all of that stuff for the game. So yes, some people were concerned, but they weren't too concerned, right? Because they could just pay somebody to make the game, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so pretty much there was little doubt for them. So they were kings of the hill at this time, remember, at this time, guys. So why wouldn't their next game, be like Anime Simulator, be better, like redefine a genre on Roblox? So to really get a picture of what happened here, we have to build up a timeline, right? So the hype peaked on June the 13th, 2021. They dropped the official trailer for Anime Legends. It was like, until like, nobody thought that Black Zone would cook this good. That trailer was gorgeous. Like, we're talking, the community literally went nuclear. It non-stop conversations, video analysis. Like, oh my god! Like when that game dropped, you could literally feel the shift. Like you could literally, it was like every other team was counting their days because they were like, if this game ever fucking dropped, it was over. Like everybody was ready to play it. Like literally everybody. Like if you literally go on YouTube, type in reaction, you'll see just a fucking list, of scrolling down, people sharing their thoughts, reactions, what this could mean for Roblox. Like this shit was like we had non-Roblox people reacting to it. That's insane. And then silence. Like, yeah, that's it. Silence. Okay. All right. So moving on to the timeline. So about 2 months later, in August 2021, so same year, the community is begging. I mean, this community was begging for an Anime Legends release date. This was the only thing that the Twitter was talking about. This was the only thing that YouTube was talking about. This was the only thing that the Black Zone Discord server was talking about, right? This was literally the only thing talked about for the anime Roblox community. Like, where is Anime Legends? When it's coming out? What will it be like? Right? So that was just it. That was just it. That was just it. There's constant talks about Anime Legends. But as I said, 2 months later after the initial trailer, Black Zone did something really strange. They went ahead and released a completely different game called Anime Warriors. This no, no, this left people rightfully confused. This was not Anime Legends. Nowhere close. Well, I guess the graphics and the models were Anime Legends quality, but the gameplay that were shown just wasn't. So yeah, so people started asking questions. Where is the open world RPG you promised us? Which was rightful question. What the fuck is this? Like this just came out of nowhere. And this right here is where the deception really started. Looking at the description of the video trailer, they wrote okay, wait, hold on. I don't know if it was a description of the video trailer. No, I think they edited this out. It was. I believe it was. No, I don't know if they wrote this. Let me tell you what they wrote. So they wrote, "We're not the team that works on Anime Legends." This is true. This is true. I vividly remember seeing this, but I don't. But when I went back to go on their video, it's gone. Like it's gone. But how I know it existed is because TechUP mentioned it, and I vividly remember it would like other people talking about it. So don't worry, it's just two different teams working on the game. I don't know if they edited it out of their video title. If somebody there, they can fact check me, please. But I know this. Like I know they did say this. But all right, but moving on. This was pretty much their shield, and this was what quelled the community for a bit. Pretty much it was like, "No, not worry, guys. It's two separate teams. Warriors wouldn't slow Legends down." Now, I'm gonna tell you guys to be fucking skeptical because what we get into later, you're gonna see that was fucking false. All right, so let's look at the history. So, Anime Warriors launch, it was a buggy mess. I'm telling you, I played that game. I remember I played that game. I actually sink time into that game. The game was buggy. The game lacked content. Like, I remember when I joined a wave, the shit just wouldn't work. Like, the shit just wouldn't work. So after that garbage released, it shut down for nearly a year for a quote unquote revamp or a re-release, and literally flopped again. Guys, I literally cannot make this shit up. The game released buggy, unfinished, right? The game released buggy, unfinished. And they released at the worst time because this was not the game people wanted. Then they said, "Okay, cool. We're gonna take what we have here and quote unquote revamp it, just for you to re-release it and make it flop again." Guys, Anime Warriors, I definitely think took some time to make. The models were really high quality. The effects, VFX, all of that shit took time to make. I won't lie, that shit took time to make. So just for them, and I am under the the thought that they actually used some of the money that was supposed to go to Anime Legends to go to Warriors. We're gonna talk about all of that stuff. But pretty much, then this came up again, right? People started asking again, what happened to the separate team thing? Working on Anime Legends during that entire year. Oh yes, I really have to run that back again. Yes, from when Anime Warriors dropped to when it re-released, we still didn't get any Anime Legends. There was a year, guys. There is a year gap now. There's an actual year gap now from Legends release, Legends official release trailer, Anime Warriors release, then the Anime Warriors re-release. Nothing, no demo. No, actually, we didn't even get a trailer. We didn't actually get a trailer in those entire years. But let's continue. Right? So we didn't get anything for the entire year. So pretty much apparently, this quote unquote other team were getting paid to do absolutely nothing because we didn't see any progress for a fucking year. Let's continue. Let's just keep this going. All right. So over the next 2 years, I want to keep that in facts now. We're skipping, but over the next 2 years, Anime Legends pretty much turned into vaporware. Black Zone knew they had to keep the hook in the community's mouth, pumping that gravy train. So every few months or so, they would drop something on their Twitter or their Discord. A beautiful render of a sword here and there, a character model standing in a high definition lighting. No, this really okay. So if you were like a normie or like somebody that's that's peeking in, you would think, oh wait, why are people complaining? They're constantly feeding us, drip feeding us like our screenshots and news about the game. Now, I just want to bring you guys to something called vertical slice. In game development, there's something called a vertical slice. It's when you build a tiny, perfect section of a game like a movie set to impress investors or players, right? To keep them hooked, to keep them that say, hey, we are working on a game, we do have a game. Don't worry, just sit tight and let's play all our other games and give us all of your money, right? It looks like a finished game, quote unquote finished game. But if you turn the camera like 2 inches to the left, there's probably gonna be just a fucking code. So looking back, that's all Anime Legends really ever was. It was a series of vertical slices designed to keep their discords active while they figure out what to actually do. No, let's go into the proof because I'm not just gonna sit here and just say this without proof. If let's bring up that video of the Shikaku fight. Let's bring up 2 videos: the Shikaku fight and the Two Tails reveal. If you if you're not coming in from a gameplay, like a game dev standpoint, you could clearly see that these are vertical slices. Like we didn't like there was barely any more spells other than what was being used. Just one fireball. The guy was just running around, like just running around the arena. Shikaku was not moving. Shikaku kept doing his roar animation, like, and that was it. That was like he didn't move. Shikaku didn't move. He kept doing his roar animation, and the character just kept running and rolling around. Like that is a telltale sign that shit was purely scripted. All of this shit is purely scripted. If you go back and if you keep looking, multiple sections of the video are just slices. Take example, the Yami showcase. It was just one part. There's one part of the knowledge. Somebody was just using Yami with, I would presume, an NPC or just a model song right there, right? Once again, let's keep going. Multiple shots in the trailer and follow-up trailers. There was like just nothing. Like there was nothing in the world. Like, you know, I know that they were just showing off skills and stuff, but this is telltale signs that this game was not finished. Like this game barely started. Like they just wanted to get something out to the public. Like that was literally it, and nobody can really change their mind anymore. Looking at all of this evidence piling up, these were all vertical slices, constant images. Like a majority of this was just like clips just split together to make it seem like there was actually something going on. Panorama shots, characters just walking, right? Characters just running through fields. You can make that. Anybody could make that. Like you could make a vertical slice in just a couple of minutes. To be honest, you have to have the assets. I really do have to bring that up. You have to have the assets. But what I'm not done here. Let's move on to more releases that Black Zone gave us. Around a little bit of time after Black Zone dropped the shop teaser, they even showed pretty much a preview of what the shop was gonna look like, right? It was to make us think that pretty much, the coding is done, so we can buy and sell items, right? Well, if you've been paying attention to what I've been saying, making a picture of a shop menu in Photoshop is a lot easier than coding an actual system. I'm a dev, right? I'm a dev. I actually easily know how to do. You can easily tune an object to make it hover, have the UI pop up. Like you don't need any backend for that. None of that stuff that was shown needs a backend. All of that shit is just front. All of that stuff is just some little bit of front end scripting. They could have even reused code from stuff that they're done in the past. Alright, so now at this time, the silence from Black Zone was getting a little bit too deafening. And this is where it stopped being just bad management and starts to feel like disrespect. The YouTuber Shirai made a great video breaking this down. He pointed out that while Black Zone was ghosting us, shit was, still moving on. Shirai put it perfectly. Listen, if you're quitting the development of the game, that's cool, that's your choice. But the bare minimum you can do is tell the community that that's it, right? Like literally 3 minutes on a Discord ping, and that's all it takes. They could have given us that, just that simple. Hey guys, we finished the game. Instead, they let us they let the community starve for 4 years. For 4 years, they let the community starve. These small little vertical slices are these little screenshots keep coming up. These are sneak peeks. They wanted to keep their impressionable player base hooked because they know that majority of the fan base is kids. They won't know or understand that this game is vaporware. It ain't coming out. No, let's go. No, this is one of the main theories that people have on why I believe that Legends did not exist. Like Legends didn't exist. Like actually, yes, fuck it, Legends didn't exist. Alright, so why would Black Zone lie? Why keep the charade going? The YouTuber TechieOP, shout out to Techie, he makes good videos, go watch that shit, has a theory that made a lot of scary sense, and pretty much what people came to the realization to just by themselves. He believes that games like Anime Warriors weren't real passion projects, they were funding vehicles. Techie argued that Anime Warriors was likely made in order to fund the initial Anime Legend. Think about it, release a quick game, monetize it with a gacha system, grab the cash, use it to pay for the big project. But when Warriors flopped, they needed a new cash cow. So what did they do? Oh my god, you guys are gonna love this one. And once again, pay attention to the pattern. You gotta open up that third eye. In July 2023, they dropped a new Anime Legends gameplay teaser. That's right, guys, that's right. After 3 years, they finally dropped another one. So they dropped the Anime Legends gameplay teaser in 2023 July. It woke the community up. It got everyone looking at Black Zone again. Then and I want you to understand, exactly 9 days later, they released Anime Fighting Simulator X. Guys, you can't make this shit up. Back to back. First, they released the anime. First they released Anime Legends trailer, right? 2 months after that, they released Anime Warriors. That game fully released. Trailer fully released. Everybody thought, oh, this was this Anime Warriors, Anime Legends. Hell, nah, niggas, Anime Warriors, like about it. and then no, skip 2 years after that whole debacle. They did it again. They released an anime trailers, Anime Legends gameplay trailer. Just for 9 days later, they released Animator Simulator X. Guys, you literally can, bro. A popular YouTuber always say when coincidence and an incentive mix, that nigga, that shit is not a coincidence. That's deliberate. That is deliberate. When incentives and profits mix together, you don't get a coincidence. you don't get a coincidence. This is deliberate. They knew it. They used Anime Legends hype to funnel traffic into their new simulator. It was never about releasing Anime Legends. It was about making sure their new game had players day one. Guys, like dead ass, shouldn't fair, guys, shouldn't fair. All right, now to be fair, there is an allegation out there that they simply ran out of money, which I think they did. Gameplay development is expensive and scope creep is real. Maybe they pretty much flew too close to the sun. But if that's true, why lie, right? Why lie about the separate teams? Why release trailers for a dead game just to make a different one? Twice, by the way. Whether it was malice or just pretty much incompetence, the result is the same. Blackzone took the most hyped Roblox game of the decade and turned it into a marketing gimmick. Oh, guys. And like, I can definitely feel this in the community. I can feel this in the community because once people started realizing, guys, I think we might have been hoodwinked.
Yes.
Like, once people pretty much started realizing that they got hoodwinked, a lot of people, as I said, rightfully started voicing their concerns, making their videos. I just brought up examples of TechieOP and Shiraya making great videos. I honestly would love for you guys to actually go and watch those videos. Those videos are really good. But yeah, they made these videos, right? To pretty much show, hey guys, you know, Anime Legends, do you remember that game? And this actually brings up a really good question about certain games and pretty much what they entail. I just want to like bring up something. This has to do with AGZ. I actually like AGZ. I know a lot of people don't like him. I don't know why, but I like him. Pretty much AGZ brings up that like there's this concern, and this actually started with Anime Legends. This was like 2 weeks ago. The video was released November 22, 2025. It proves that the quote-unquote Anime Legends trauma is still affecting the Roblox anime community to this day. The video touches on how content creators like himself and the ones, and the ones mentioned in this video, often get blamed for hyping up these fake games. When I'm in YouTube, I'm talking about the reaction slide attachment, right? But yeah, they're getting blamed for hyping up these games, even though they were lied to by the devs themselves, just like the players were. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair to blame these guys. These guys heard that the game was coming out just like the players did. They made their videos on the game saying, hey, this game is coming out. They said this, they said that, right? Like, they never claimed anything themselves. So I definitely, like, I understand where the players are coming from, right? The developer, the YouTubers hyping up the game. But like, it's, once again, it's just not their fault that the game did not release. I don't think they should be blamed that the game just didn't release. I just don't fuck with that mentality. But another thing AGZ discussed was there is a growing trend that I actually don't like. There is a pretty much a upcoming genre on Roblox where there's like games that are quote unquote upcoming anime games, like Anime Legends, that have become a genre of their own. Like, literally, there's a genre of upcoming games that never release. I wanted to run this back. Infernaso used to make these videos, right? Top 10 Roblox game releasing this year, top 10 Roblox game releasing this month. He had to stop the series because devs would just lie to him. Like, this was literally the reason why he stopped making the series. The games would just not release. The game just would just not release. And this can actually all be tied back to Anime Legends. I remember Emblem Tales. Actually, that's the only one I remember. But yes, I remember Emblem Tales, Pocket Anime, and some other ones. These games go in these long-ass development cycles and never release. And this is honestly starting to really become a trend. Another example is Holy War X. Holy War X actually was around the same time that Anime Legends was. I think even longer. That game still is not out. Like, that game is still not playable. Relseas I think was announced like what? I should editor me fact check this shit right here. But I think it was announced in 2023 from Relseas. And yeah, same thing. It's big. It's bro, guys. It's 2026. In a few days, it's gonna be 2026, and we still haven't got any of these games. This is actually starting to really become a worry, where there's a cycle of hype generated. And another big concern is that a lot of these games that I'm talking about, they take money from their players and don't release. Holy War X is doing this. Relseas is doing this with their subscription models. One of the biggest example was that garbage Jujutsu Kaisen game. I don't remember that shit. But that garbage ass game, the game made $1 million before release of for Discord subscriptions, because people would pay to go into the game because the game wasn't released, so they would be paying Bethesda. Like, all of this, bro, it can all be traced back to Anime Legends, bro. All roads lead to Rome. Bro, this is actually insane. Like, this is actually insane. Oh my, I can't. I don't know. Oh, on another video, on another note, Self. Wait, was it? Oh, wait, I think I've been getting these two mixed up. Guys, I think I actually get it. I'll just put both of these guys in the video. I have Shiraya and Self. I would have to go back and watch the video. So maybe I actually got the YouTuber that was quoting wrong. Shit, damn. Pretty much all of this just highlights a pretty much a what could have been. That's it. Like, all of this is pretty much a what could have been. And it's sad that we probably will never know what could have been. Because we didn't get the next generation of Roblox. And we might actually never will. That is a concern that I hope. We got play guys and that's it. But hey, maybe the real anime legends were almost all the friends we made in the waiting room all along.
My shooter must be gay, way he blew that boy. All this money flying at me like I'm Dave Portnoy. I be in the crib, eating some chips ahoy. I be in the crib, I feel like a Shabbos goy. Yeah, she say my name, I'm the white George Floyd.